Welcome everyone to our session on AWS Identity and Access Management. Today we will cover the basis of IAM, including how to create users, organize them into groups, and assign permission using policies. Let's get started. IAM stands for Identity and Access Management, and it is a critical AWS service for managing access to your AWS resources. IAM is a global service, meaning the settings and policies you configure apply across all regions. When you create an AWS account, you automatically create a root user, which has to complete access all the AWS service and resource in the account. This user should only be used for initial setup tasks, and you should avoid using it or sharing its credential for everyday activities. The root user is the super user for your AWS account with unrestricted access to all resources and services. This makes it incredibly powerful but also significantly security risk is misused. Best practices recommend using the root user only for initial setup and account management tasks. Instead of create individual IAM user for day-to-day operation, this minimizes risk and allow for more granular control over with each user can do. In IAM user, you create users to represent individual people within your organization. For example, let's say we have an organization with 6 members: Liam, Olivia, and Ethan, Ava, and Nova, and Sophia. Each of these individual will be created as an IAM user. Users can then be grouped together based on their roles or departments to simplify permission management. Groups in IAM help manage users who need similar permission. For example, if Liam, Olivia, and Ethan are engineers, so we can create an engineer group and assign them to it. Similarly, Evia and Nova can be grouped into an HR group. It's important to note that groups can only contain users, not other groups, and users can belong to multiple groups. This flexibility allows you to efficiently manage permissions based on organization roles. Let's look at a practical example. In our scenario, Sophia is not assigned to any group, which is not best practice, but it is possible in AWS. Ethan and Eva, on the other hand, are part of both a engineer and audit groups. This setup shows how users can be part of multiple groups, allowing them inherit permission from each group. By using groups, we simplify permissions management, ensuring that all users in group have consistent access levels. The main reason we create users and groups in IAM is to grant specific permissions to access AWS resources. By assigning users to group and then applying policies to those groups, we can efficiently manage what actions users can perform and which resource they can access. This approach helps maintain security and ensure that users have the necessary permissions to perform their job functions. IAM policies are the backbone of permissions management in AWS. These policies are JSON documents that define the permissions for users and groups. They specify what actions users or groups can perform on specific AWS resource. For example, a policy might allow users to launch EC2 instance, manage elastic load balancers, or monitor resource using CloudWatch. Here is an example of an IAM policy in JSON format. This policy has two statements. The first statement allows read-only access to a specific S3 bucket named example bucket. These actions allowed are S3 and S star and S3, which varies read operations. The second statement grants full access to all dynamic resource with DynoDB. This JSON structure helps AWS understand what permissions to apply to users or group associated with the policies. One of the key principles in AWS IAM is the principle of least privilege. This means granting users only the permissions they need to perform their tasks, no more. By applying this principle, we minimize security risk and avoid unnecessary cost. For instance, if a user only needs to access three services, we create a policy that grants permissions specifically for those services and nothing else. This ensures that users can do their jobs without having unnecessary access to the other resource. In summary, AWS IAM is a powerful tool for managing access to your AWS resource securely. By creating users and organizing them into the groups, you can control who has access to what. Applying this principle of least privilege ensures that users have just enough permission to perform their task, enhancing security. IAM policies defined in JSON are the key to speci- sorry, are the key to specifying these permissions. Thank you for your attention now. I would like to open the floor for any questions you might have about IAM. Please feel free to ask for any clarification on any other concept we have covered today. You people can ping in the comment. Thanks for watching.